So I'm late to the party on this one, but I still wanted to talk about it. If you guys haven't heard, there was some more Mortal Kombat movie 2021, of course, concept art released. I wouldn't call it released, it was just kind of like the artist throwing it up on his like website thing, but it's still sick, and I really wanted to talk about it because I feel like they kind of missed out on these designs. And you know, if for nothing else, giving my opinion, then to just show you dudes how cool these characters could actually look in the movie. But before we do that, I do want to shout out my Discord server, link in the description down below to that. We got some pretty chill dudes in there if you'd like to come over and talk some fighting games, life, whatever else. I'll put that in the description. And also, I can't put this in the description because it seems like YouTube is currently shadow banning people who have Twitch links in their description, but I do stream on twitch.tv/TootenTV. So if you guys have a Twitch account, I stream about 3 times a week if you guys want to head over there and give us a follow. There's not going to be a link, but I hope you guys will. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this one. So let's go ahead and talk about the SubZero first. Let's get the ones out of the way that I don't care for the most, I guess I'd say. The SubZero one, I definitely like the more human way they went with Sub in the movie. That still looks really sick. There are a few on here that I'm just kind of like, okay, that's cool, I guess, but I kind of like what the movie went with. But now we move into Reptile. Holy shit, that Reptile looks absolutely amazing. It looks like Mortal Kombat 9 Reptile, which I think was a very big missed opportunity in the movie, just kind of making Reptile, or Sizoth as they call him in the movie, and is his actual name in Mortal Kombat. He's just called Reptile all the time. I think they really missed out not going with a more humanoid reptile appearance for the character, instead of just making him very animalistic and like monstery. Reptile's always had a character. He's always had a backstory, and that backstory is actually very interesting, being the last of his race. Aside, I guess, if you count Chameleon with a K and with a C. I really like the humanoid version of Reptile, and I think it was a big miss out getting rid of him even in the first movie and not going with the more humanoid design. The next one up is Mileena, and this is one I don't care too much for. I've heard a lot of people say that they really like it. It's kind of like war paint. I see, the thing with me is I don't know if that's war paint or if her skin's just like ripped off. I don't know. If it's her skin being ripped off, I don't care for it, but if it's literally just war paint in place of a ninja mask, that's actually kind of sick, and you can still see that she's got the split jaw. It's basically the same Mileena, pretty much. It's the same Mileena from the movie, just with war paint. And I think if that is war paint, they should have done that, because it does give Mileena the mask that everybody really looks for with the characters. When it comes to all the ninjas, like Scorpion, SubZero, Katana, Mileena, Jade, Tanya. Tanya doesn't really wear a mask, never mind. But like those characters, I think it would have fit a little bit better. And the next one is Reiko. Reiko looks sick in this. Now, there's not a whole terribly lot actually like changed in the movie. It looks like Reiko in the movie, his lines are like scars or whatever else. Like, it makes me think Reiko just kind of like dug a razor into his face and he's like, yeah, I'm fucking badass or whatever. I think this war paint Reiko looks a lot better, especially with the white eyes as well. I think the white eyes look sick. Again, there's not a whole lot changed here. It was just kind of the character from the movie that really needed to be fixed in general. I think his design could have been fine if the character was a little bit better and actually got some lines, because the dude who plays Reiko in the movie is a great actor, and he's shown that on his Twitter. I think it was a very, again, big missed opportunity not giving him any lines. I don't think the character design had much to do with the character not being done that well in the movie. And the next one is Kano. Not a whole lot changed here. His eyes just kind of like bloodshot, which, again, I don't care for that one much. I kind of like what they went with in the movie. He's got the scars from Reptile getting him. I kind of like the Kano movie. I think the two from this that I think the movie missed out on not doing is, if that is war paint, again, war paint Mileena and humanoid reptile, you know. I think the movie done a lot good, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I held this movie on a pedestal when it first came out, but after watching it again and getting past the holy shit, we have a Mortal Kombat movie for the first time in years, getting past that, the movie falls apart a little bit. But it still does some things well, but I definitely think some of the character designs in the movie were off. Again, like Reptile, some of the character attitudes were a little bit off, like Raiden, and some characters just not being themselves at all, like Reiko. But again, we have Kano. Kung Lao was literally ripped right out of the fucking game. So there are some really good things about the movie, and I'd like to see those good things amplified in the second movie and those bad things kind of cut down. So if they do bring Reptile back. Go with the humanoid appearance. Give Mileena the mask, or at least the war paint. Give Reiko some fucking lines. But aside from all of that shit, I think this concept art is really cool. And I love seeing concept art like this come out for a movie, whether we like the designs in the movie or whatever else. It's just nice to see what could have been. And sometimes it's saddening, like in the aspect of Reptile in this concept art. It's saddening, like they could have done that. But still, it's cool to see this stuff. And I want you guys to let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. I'm very curious to hear your opinions on all of these different designs. I think there's a few others on another dude's page, but I haven't been able to find those. But yeah, let me know what you think about those in the comments down below. But that's going to do it for me, dudes. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel for more Mortal Kombat and fighting game content like this. But I will see you guys next time. Check out this trailer for the fighting game, dude. Peace out.